right, you guys, let's get right on into it. My name is Meeks, and this is episode 1 of the Themeeksfiles. Okay, we can get formally introduced later, but let's jump right on into the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion trial. And we're going to get into day 2, because that's where I think things got a little confusing or messy, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we have Meg entering the courtroom on day 1. She looks beautiful. She looks gracious. She does look a bit shaken up, but can we blame her, you guys? Under the circumstances, anybody would be. She has to get on the stand and relive her trauma over and over again, just to be called a liar, to be judged, to be criticized, her sexual history to be put on trial as well, which I know has to be very hard. So shout out to Meg. We see her standing tall. Meg got on the stand and basically reiterated everything she said in August of 2020, which is Tory Lanez was the one that shot her in July of 2020. Kelseyharris, who is her best friend, was supposed to get on the stand as well on day 2 and testify. Now, we didn't know what Kelseyharris was going to say. Well, I didn't. But she said this previously, so I thought we was going to get some clarity.
If y'all not catching on to the social media games by now, then I don't know what to tell y'all. But you guys have to pay attention. Like, I knew this was going to happen. This is just the beginning, y'all. I know y'all want me to talk, but this is just the beginning. So, like, when it's my turn, just know I'm going to break everything the fuck down, okay? And we're going to see who really look bad in the end.
All right, you guys. Now, y'all heard little Miss Kelsey. When it was her time to shine, she was going to get out there and tell her side of the story. So what happened? This is the question that everybody has. Kelsey comes into the courtroom. Her lawyers has gotten her used immunity. She takes the stand and immediately tries to invoke her 5th Amendment right. Even legal journalist Megan Cuniff didn't understand what was going on because the criminal implication Kelsey was facing were non-existent as far as the prosecution was concerned. So her activate used immunity, I think, was confusing to everybody. The DA, Kathy Ty, had a previous record of an interview where Kelsey said that Tory Lanez did threaten to shoot her, which she tried to refresh her memory with because Kelsey acted like she couldn't remember this previous interview. She did remember certain details about things that happened that Megan said the night of the party, which I found very odd because she remembered much of nothing that Tory said or did that night, but she did remember those things. And, the lawyers again tried to refresh her memory and let her know that they would use her previous interview to refresh her memory. But Kelsey just didn't want to budge. She was not trying to speak on the stand. After a while, she continued to state things she told prosecutors in a previous interview were not true, besides the fact that she didn't shoot Megan, which aligns with something Tory commented 2 years ago under the Shade Room post, basically letting the fan know that Kelsey did not shoot Megan, which is confusing because that's basically what his lawyers are trying to imply. Social media users were also very confused, as you can see from the different posts. People didn't know what to think, but I think we're all under the impression that something's going on between Tory and Lanez and Kelseyharris, which we have no idea what it is. We know this was a situation of 2 best friends going wrong and things going bad. But what I can say about this is I ain't never hate a woman so much that I would want to see her not get justice for a man pulling a gun out and shooting at her. I think that is the most heinous thing you can do. I mean, you're a whole man. What would make you say I want to shoot a woman just because you had a disagreement? But that's how those short guys usually work. They have a real chip on their shoulder. And I'm not even trying to be funny to the but I almost think this has been scientifically proven. But that's neither here nor there. Tory Lanez and Kelseyharris clearly know more than what they're leading on. And I don't know what kind of games their lawyers are playing, but it's clearly a game to make sure that Megan does not get justice, which I do not want to see at the end of this all. Megan deserves justice and she needs it. So hopefully she gets it.